What's going on, everyone? My name is Cisco. Let's talk about The Flash Season 4. I actually shot this video maybe about like a day and a half ago, right before I was going to work. But I was rushing and I went in to edit it and I didn't really like it because I was rushing to get to work, where I was just like, I feel like I missed some information, and I'm just gonna go over it really briefly. And I'm also gonna talk about some news that some new characters are gonna be added to The Flash Season 4, some regular and some recurring guest stars, and some possible regulars going into the next season. But if you are stumbling across the channel for the first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. More and more news is coming out about the shows, The Flash, The Arrow, some legends, but especially next Saturday, all the trailers for the new seasons are coming up, and make sure you're here for that. But let's get into the video. The first thing that I covered in the last video, but I had to do it over, was the new suit, Wally's suit. There had been some speculation that Wally was gonna take on the mantle of Barry while he is in the Speed Force, because when season 4 starts back up, they always do this with the past 2 seasons. It is like, for us, this couple months time span, but within the show it is 3 months from the last time that we saw them. So when The Flash Season 4 comes back on, it has been 3 months within Central City of Barry being stuck in the Speed Force. So we still need a Flash. And some people were saying Wally wasn't going to take on the mantle of the Flash, like the main Flash, and then we're going to change his suit. Because in the comics, when Barry was gone for years and years, Wally was the one to become the main Flash, and he changed his suit. He got a red suit, but he still had the ginger Wally West. He still had the cutout on top of his hair, and it looks super cool. And right here, this screensaver, there's like a mock-up of what he would look like with the cutout. That looks freaking awesome. But some pictures were released, I'll put them out throughout this video, that he's not really getting his own version of the red suit, but he's putting on Barry's old suit, from what it seems. Like, the cowl seems like Barry's old suit from early season 2, because I don't know if they put on a different, because how they make these suits, they have like a big mold and it takes like a long time. They have like, they mold your face. Like, there's some video of Grant Gustin just sitting down in a chair for a long time. They make the cowl specifically for them. So I don't know if they did that for Wally West or he's just wearing the old suit, because he's smaller than Grant Gustin, so I guess he could fit in it. But he's wearing the suit. That is super exciting. We've been waiting for that. There was some pictures that they saw Wally. He posted a picture of like his pants, but his pants were always red, but some people were like freaking out. And Candice Patton, she came out and said, guys, his pants have always been red. But then later on, we saw somebody in a red suit fighting in an alley in Central City, probably shooting for episode 1. But then at a closer look, we saw that it was Wally. And from what I think, Barry is going to come back at the end of episode 1, if not latest at the beginning of episode 2. But it's just really cool to see, because you see there's some pictures of Cisco. He is in his Vibe costume, so I'm sure he has been helping out Wally throughout the city and trying to just keep it safe. So because Wally has only been the Flash, or Kid Flash, for a little time, not nearly as much time as Barry has. If you remember at the end of season 3, Barry was talking to Cisco, just telling him to, it's up to you now, help out and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's what Cisco has been doing, and also mastering and learning more about his vibe powers, which is also super cool because I love his vibe powers. And to have like a buddy team up, Kid Flash and Cisco, is freaking awesome. But that was the first news. That was the first news. The second news, it is of some new characters. There has been some news that dropped yesterday that there are 4 new characters. Some reoccurring guest stars, some regulars, and some possible regulars for the next season. I'm gonna read you the exact words they said, because I do not want to butcher it. See, I can't even speak. It was about the Thinker, the Mechanic, the Elongated Man, and another possible character that they are adding. Let me read you what it says. For the Elongated Man, male, mid to late 30s, open ethnicity, Ralph has the ability to stretch his body to superhuman lengths and sizes. However, while resculpting his old body is easy to do, Dibney finds losing the old misguided sense of truth and slobbery even after joining the team at Star Labs is a far more difficult task to accomplish. Major reoccurring guest star with series regular option for the next season. That was the one that I was talking about, option for the next season, the Elongated Man. That is freaking awesome. They had dropped his name a little while ago. I think in season 1, like towards the beginning of season 1, they dropped his name. Not like, I guess it was just like a little Easter egg, probably not like alluding to anything, but now seeing that, it's pretty cool. The next one is the Thinker. This is what it says: male, 40s to 50s, open ethnicity. After being struck with the dark matter from the particle accelerator explosion, Clifford DeVoe, which remember we were teased about throughout season 3, became a metahuman with a mega mind, a Stephen Hawking-esque genius who devised an intricate plan to fix all that he deems wrong with humanity. The Thinker will embark upon a season-long battle with the Flash that pins the fastest man alive against the fastest mind alive. And this is gonna be, it says fractional 1 season series regular. This is gonna be like the mid-season, like how they always have the mid-season finale. It's always really like they focus really heavily on the villain. The Thinker is gonna be the season-long villain, but they're gonna focus more on him towards the end after the mid-season finale. They did that, if you see, with Savitar. They knew who he was, but they really got it into him after the mid-season finale. The next character is actually a woman, and she's gonna be the Thinker's right-hand man or right-hand woman in this case. And this is what her description says: female, 30s to 40s, diverse, a highly intelligent engineer who designs and assembles a plethora of devices for the alien Clifford DeVoe. DeVoe's right hand. She's the truest of true believers who will stop at nothing to implement his plan to fix all that's wrong with humanity, even if she loses who she is in the process. Major reoccurring guest star. There is a lot of exciting stuff going on. Specifically, so without really truly like confirming that the Thinker is, this is as much confirmation as you need. But to think that the Elongated Man is gonna be on the Flash, for those who don't really know the Elongated Man, I will probably do a video later on explaining just solely who the Elongated Man is. But just think of Mr. Fantastic, his powers and all that stuff. He's super smart, but has insane stretchable powers. I'll totally get on that later. But to think that the Elongated Man is gonna be not only on the Flash, but on a CW budget, they usually do save quite a bit of, not just time, but like they save quite a bit of money to do like really dope special effects, like with King Shark and Gorilla Grodd. Like they look really good for a small like TV budget like this. And to see the Elongated Man on the small screen is freaking just amazing. And I'm really excited, not just to see the Thinker, but to see the mechanic. I really like to see, so yesterday I saw the new Planet of the Apes movie. It is a great movie, amazing. I really liked the loyalty that the apes had for Caesar with whatever was going on. They always saw him as the leader, no matter what, they were loyal to him. And that is what I like to see, and that is what I want to see with the Thinker and the mechanic. They are friends, they're villains, but I want to see loyalty with them. I would really like to see what is going on, especially with, I'd heard the description before, but I really love it: the fastest man alive against the fastest mind alive. That's just such a good pitch. And there was some news like a couple like weeks ago, somebody from the cast of Game of Thrones was like offered this position, but he didn't really know much about like comics and stuff like that, so I think he turned it down. But coming next week, we're getting more and more close to actual Comic-Con, and next Saturday, the new trailers are coming up. I really want to see if they're gonna show anything of that. They're probably only gonna show stuff about like episode 1 and Barry. They might show Barry in the trailer. If they don't, that's a big mistake. I'm really wondering if they're gonna show anything about the Thinker. But yeah, I'll actually do probably another video on just these characters, and for sure on the Elongated Man, his history and all that stuff. But to not try and keep this like super long, I'm just really happy and excited to see this because I'm a fan of all this stuff, and to see this come into fruition on whatever screen, big screen, small screen, it's exciting. And I'm excited. You should also be excited. If you aren't caught up with The Flash, catch up with the Flash. If you need any like stuff about what's going on throughout the episode, I have videos about that, about Flash season 3. Catch up, be excited with me, with us. I got an Arrow season 1 teaser video coming up next, and I also got another Arrow video about some new costumes. The Black Canary costume coming up, also the new Flash stuff coming up. I'll try and see if there's any news about Legends, but as far as I know, the news that was released like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I covered that, but there hasn't really been anything new. When there is, I will definitely cover that. But like I said in the beginning, if you're stumbling across the channel for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I make Flash videos, Legends videos, Arrow videos, all that comic book goodness. My name's Cisco, and I will catch you in the next video.